Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's got some space here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clock.
Touchdown! Josh Palmer, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Jaguars 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 15. On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Steps away. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Let's go. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. In motion comes the tight end left. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another tote for Etienne. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because
they're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21, Jaguars 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21 yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, Lawrence flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Carter! Hey, Haywood! Go!
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. 41 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you if you're taking charge?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first down, Justin Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Ready, quick.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. Their field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. From way up at the 23. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He'll run with Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And they'll go again with Etienne. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Running out of the gun with Etienne. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. First and goal at the 1. Lawrence on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Lawrence on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 59 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert forced out to... It's caught inside the 25. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are back within a couple of the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Chargers 13.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A give to ETN running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another tote for ETN. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been...
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Running on first down, Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they'll send the slot in motion left. final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A handoff running left is Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Herbert now. Caught by Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 53 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, That big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over a first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, Etienne once more. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Bravo! Yeah! Hey, shoot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
In motion left comes Williams. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
From the 38, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence looking downfield for Jones, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Man open, here is Jones. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.